This lesson is on surface area of prisms and cylinders. I gave you the study guide for this lesson. Looks like this. We're going to be working problems from this study guide. And the main thing that I want you to keep in mind is that we're still going to be following our steps for formula math. We're going to write the formula, plug in the formula, and then calculate. Okay, you can still use a calculator to do the arithmetic, but I do want to see those two steps of write the formula and plug in the formula. Alright, so in your notebooks, give yourselves the usual teacher-student column. And I'm just going to do number 1 from the study guide. Alright, number 1 is this prism here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my formula chart under surface area, and I'm going to find prism. Okay? And we've got the lateral surface area and the total surface area. Lateral surface area means the area of the outside of the figure, not including the top and the bottom. Okay? The total surface area would include the sides plus the top and the bottom. Okay? Our directions say to find the lateral and the total surface area. So I'm going to start with lateral, which says the surface area is equal to P times H. Alright? First thing I'm going to do is write that formula. Okay? Now, we need to talk a little bit about what this P represents. P stands for, let's write this down over here. P stands for perimeter of the base. Perimeter of the base. So when we fill in this formula, we have to find the perimeter of the base. Well, let's look at the figure. Here's the base right here. Right? The perimeter of the base would be 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2. This is a 4 and this is a 2. So we've got 8, 10, 12. So P equals 12. Okay? The height of the figure is the distance between the two bases, right here. That's the height of the figure. That's my H. So H equals 5. So I'm going to take these two numbers and I'm going to plug it into the formula where they go. S equals 12 times 5. That equals 60. Now we're dealing with area, so it's going to be yards squared. That's the lateral surface area. Now, if you'll look at our formula page, the total surface area is a different formula. It's the lateral surface area, which we just found, plus 2 times this big B. I need you to write down what big B stands for. B stands for area of the base. Okay? So, back over here, I'm going to write down my formula for total surface area, which is P times H, which we've already found, plus 2 times the area of the base. P times H, we've already figured out, is 60. I'm going to plug that in. Plus 2 times, now I've got to figure out what big B is equal to. If we go back to our figure, here's the base. Remember, area of a rectangle is just length times width. 4 times 2. So my big B is going to be 8. So this is going to be 60 plus 16 which equals 76 yards squared. Okay? Once you find the lateral surface area, all you have to do then is find the area of the two bases and add it to it. That's basically what the formula is saying. Alright, let's try a cylinder. Look at number 2, which is this cylinder right here. It's got a radius of 3 and a height of 5. Okay? Now our formula for cylinder is right here and here. Lateral surface area is 2 pi RH, and then the total surface area would be the same thing plus 2 times pi r squared, which is basically the same thing as up here, 2 times the area of the base. Pi r squared is the area of the circular base. Okay? So let's find the lateral surface area first. Write the formula. S equals 2 pi RH. Okay? Let's come back and look at our figure. I've got a radius of 3 and a height of 5. So I wrote those down. Now I'm just going to plug it in. 2 times pi times my radius is 3 times my height is 5. And I just multiply all that together. Remember, I'm letting you use a calculator to do that. 2 times 2 times 3.14 times 3 times 5. It's going to equal 94.2. And that's in centimeters squared. Now for total surface area, the formula says 2 pi RH, which we have already found, it's 94.2, plus 2 pi r squared. If I fill this in, this is 94.2 plus 2 pi r squared. 2 times pi, times the radius squared. So this is 94.2 plus 2 times 3.14 times 3 squared is 9. I'm just going to keep whittling this down. I'm going to do 2 times 3.14 times 9. That's 56.52. And now I just add both of those together. Plus 94.2, 150.72. The directions say to round to the nearest tenth, so that would be 150.7. Okay? And that's going to be centimeters squared. Now the formulas are kind of long, but as long as you follow the steps, write the formulas, plug in the formulas, and just work slowly. You know, I'm giving you a calculator to do the math. It shouldn't be that difficult for you. Okay? Just make sure that you're writing the correct formula down and you're plugging in the correct information. Okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to do numbers 3 for practice tonight and number 4. Okay? You're going to find the lateral surface area and the total surface area. Now be careful on number 4, because number 4, remember, the formula calls for the radius. They've given you the diameter. So you're not going to plug in 4 where it calls for the radius. You're going to have to figure out what the radius is and then plug that in. Right? So I need you to just take it slowly, step by step, and come back with numbers 3 and 4 completed. See you tomorrow.